This sermon is a three-part series titled Father, Where Are You? The points are in the description below. Listen to all three parts fully for a great understanding of the sermon. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe. Message ça a trois parties. Titre li c'est Papa Kotoye. Ou ap jwenn point yo dans description en anglais et en créole. Écoutez tous les trois parties message pour qu'à comprendre bien. Tant pis, abonnez à la chaîne ça, partagez et like.
Mentally, you need to be healthy. Because that stuff that coming, it's starting robbing with you, creating stress and things like that. You could go on down with your kids too. It could drive you to that too. Because all that stress, that pressure that you're dealing with, before you know it, daddy be there too. And then now we start playing, blaming them in the house. Your wife started asking, I ain't got nobody with that stuff in my family. And you started telling, I don't have nobody with that stuff in my family. So it's not my family side. It's not my family side. Then where it come from? That stuff right there started what? Shaking your marriage. Because now, it's not my side. It's not your side, okay? And a lot of us came from somewhere. And we don't want to call pastor. We don't want to tell sister in the church. So who do we call?
Jesus.
Keep things in perspective. Don't sweat. As you're going through this, don't sweat the small stuff. Be willing to make some compromise. You don't like the word compromise. Now your child is going through something. Take it in perspective. You can't be treating your son and your daughter the same way that somebody next to you treating their child when they don't have anything. When your child has something, they have some kind of mental illness. You can't treat them the same way. How many people know that we don't raise girls the same way as we raise boys? Yeah. Any other people in the house? Yeah. Boy, they didn't teach us nothing from home. We just go up and eat and yeah, we go. I think our mother did that, so we don't go nowhere. They didn't teach us nothing. So when the women take us, she gotta be willing to let them hungry. Oh, okay. Okay, let me not good. Because they didn't raise, because they were supposed to raise us for another woman. They didn't raise us for another woman. Mama keep us home to be home. Now when it's time for us to step out, we're stepping out. We're not even we're not mature enough. And now our wife got to teach me. Women, don't say that I ain't your mama, because he took you because he see your mom. He see his mama in you. So that's the wrong thing to say. Don't. Never use that. Never use that. You're gonna hurt your marriage for years and years and years. I know I'm not here for that, but we're talking about family. I just want you to put thousand brothers. Dad, number 3. You know, when I say that, don't sweat small stuff. There are things that you just gotta let it slide. There are bigger stuff that you gotta deal with in the house when kids deal with it. Okay, don't like picking on every little thing because your child gonna make mistakes. They're gonna do stuff that, yeah, it's that would embarrass you, yes, yeah, and sometimes they do it when grandma's here. You know, that's a big embarrassment right there, and they do it when granddaddy's there. That's even bigger because now you got it. Son, come here, gotta talk to you. What have you been treating my, what have you been teaching my friends? Number 3, establish rules. Establish structure and stick to it. You guys got it. Establish structure and stick to them. The house is structure. And you got to establish structure because your child have what? Disorder. Your child have difficulty putting things in order. Difficulty following order. So what you could do is to put things in order, have structure in the house. And the structure that you establish, stick to them. Follow routine. Okay? For example, establish rituals for meal, homework, playtime, bedtime. And sometimes when I'm talking to family, I say that these are things that your kids need to find already come home and find them already established. When you start thinking about having children, you and your wife, or gotta start thinking about putting those things into place. So when the child step in, they step into those things. It's not that you start making them while they're there. Now they start telling it's not fair. Mm-hmm. It's not fair that I always have to do. No. Make them by the time they come into the house. Because remember, that's the only people coming in the house, the child. Right? Because we're already there. She came from somewhere, you came from somewhere, and we get together, become one, and be in the house. And now we're going to produce a child. In that period of time, instead of keeping rubbing their belly, start establish their rules. And make the agreement that we agree on those rules. And when that child comes, that child find those rules already established. Okay? God did that. He gave us the 10 Commandments way before we were even born, right? He told Moses, write the 10 Commandments, right? And then when we come, what do we have to do? We can't say that it's not fair to God. Why you got to put the 10 Commandments? I mean, your daddy has to deal with 10 Commandments. Your granddaddy has to deal with 2 Commandments. Your great-granddaddy has to deal with 10 Commandments. So God is not being unfair. God had already established this for us. And that's what we got to follow. Mm-hmm. Structure. And we got to stick to that structure. We got to stick the routine that we have to do. Kids learn better when you have routine and you stick to it. You know, you got the bedtime, you got the Bible time, you got the prayer time, you got the, when those things happen, it makes your life a lot easier. Okay? Okay? Do your best to be neat and organized. Do your best, Dad, Mom, to be neat and organized. Lead by example. Mm-hmm. Lead by what? By example. With neatness and organization as much as possible. Neatness, what? And organization. Number 4, set clear expectation and rules. Right? Set clear expectations and rules. The child needs that. They need clear expectation. What is expected of one? You know, I'm Haitian. There's certain things that I do. When I was growing up, I said, I know that my dad would kill me. But since I gotta go home, I'm gonna go. Don't think that I was just because I was sleeping, I was just a perfect kid. Okay. I messed up a couple of times too. So you know your daddy well, okay? You know when you messed up, okay? Even in that time when you know that you're late, you know you're supposed to call, say that I'm running late, and you'll call to say you're running late, and you showed up home. You said, I know you're gonna kill me because I didn't tell you. Right? You know, that's expectation. You know your father's expectation. Set rules. And then when your child have that expectation, that clear expectation, they know what to expect from you. They say that, I know. You know, how many of you know that your mom is still throwing punches? Like even you're 40, just don't get near her. Right? Mm-hmm. Some of you, right? I was talking to somebody the other day, said, the only thing I don't like about my mama, she's still hating. And that person I was talking to is 45, said, the only thing I have to stay close, I can't get close to my mama. Because guess what? Everybody will go there. You're from an island there, you know that. I don't know where they learned that karate stuff and things like that, but they still throwing stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I say, the other day I was talking to my kids, I said, my mama come to my house and she see me say, who you talking to? And I have to remind her, that's my mama. Right? So they clear expectation. They need to know. You know, write them down. Hang them in the fridge so they could see them. They could see, write those things down and hang them on the fridge. Hang them somewhere that they could see them. Establish a system of rewards and consequences. Okay? Have a system of rewards and consequences. Make sure that one is not more than the other. Some of you guys, we give more consequences than rewards. No, it gotta be balanced. You know, you gotta have the rewards. It's a system of rewards and consequences. You know why? Rewards is for good behavior and consequences is for not so good behavior. You know, we gotta establish those things and make them clear so they know what it is. And I'm gonna note this. Make sure you stick to them, consistently doing what you promise and what you propose. And you got that? Consistently do what you promise and what you propose. You tell them you're taking them to a football game, show up. If you don't live in a house, still show up and take them to the football game. You say that you're going to buy them a pair of shoes, do it. Are you with me? Whatever you promise, whatever you propose, make sure you do it. Are you with me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number 5, engage them in movement. Engage them right in movement. Okay? They need to sleep. And they need healthy diet. Are you with me? They need to move, they need to sleep, and they need healthy diet. All those contribute to mental health. All of them. Your kids have to have that time. Whether it's on the weekend, are you with me? Whether it's on the weekend, whether it's in school, I don't know where they get the idea that if there's no school that they could spend the whole night. Are you with me? I know somebody was like, I don't know why you invite this Haitian man here. And you're going to talk about all that Haitian stuff. But the school system doesn't make rules in my house. This is my house. They have their own rules. You know, I don't know what make you think that if there's no school the next day, and I'll tell you that you could spend the whole night in my house playing video games. Who tell you that? I mean, if it's okay with you, okay. But that's not what we have in that contract. You understand? You need to sleep. Their sleeping is extremely important. And there's some diagnosis that the kids have. It's not because, it's not even real, the diagnosis, but it's a gradual because it's repeating so much that it become a pattern, then you have to be diagnosed with it. But it could be corrected and prevented with adequate sleep. If you don't sleep, you know how you are. You be grumpy, you be irritated, you be like, you be the nice person, but they got you, you sleep in the wrong bed. No, sister ain't get enough sleep, brother get enough sleep. And when you don't get enough sleep, you know that irritation, that agitation that you have, and all those things are symptoms, that characteristic that we use together to form a diagnosis. They need movement. They need movement, they need physical activity. Like we talked about earlier, physical activity. It shows that physical activity improves concentration, it decreases depression, anxiety, and it promotes brain growth. Exercise leads to better sleep. If you exercise, you get to sleep. My kids cannot sleep, then I gotta give them a pill. No, you gotta give them a pill. Send them to the playground. I ain't have no problem sleeping because you send me to that playground. You get so tired. Why do you think that as soon as Daddy get home, he falls asleep? He runs the street all day working so hard. And there's punishment you want to give him. It's like, nah, you gotta take care of that baby. You know you're gonna sleep with that baby. Take that, right? Because he's so tired. So if you could do that, get them to do some exercise. Exercise is still important. Playing I know things has changed that our kids spend more time playing video games and more time on the big screen and things like that. Well, it's a good thing for you guys because you got the big screen. I had the big screen. When I was growing up, we got that little schedule time for the AC. It was 8 p.m. The AC turned on. It's that window AC was not central. So nobody stayed in the house, you be in the outside playing with your friends. And you guys are bougie, so y'all know. Y'all got a lot of bills that y'all can't pay. My daddy refused to let the FDL cut his light, so he gonna get you out of there. Cause he ain't gonna do nothing. That make his light bill go higher than that. 8 p.m. the AC's gonna be on. Everybody gonna be outside playing. You gotta play with your friend. Now, see, I'm too old for you guys. Exercise is good. Number 6, teach your kids how to make friends. Very important. So a lot of trouble that your kids get is because of the friends, influence, wrong association, wrong people that they are with, wrong people that they are meeting with. Number 7, which you're supposed to say way earlier than that, but I keep this for. So to make sure that you guys live with that one, when all these things happen, team up. Men, team up with your wife. Get together with your wife. Relatives. Other natural support system that you have. Church members to help you and support you in your situation with your child condition. Number 8, seek professional help. After you're going through all this, you need professional help. You need people who specialize in this area to do an evaluation. And it's not just, I know a lot of people would say that I just work in the office, then they let me go out. They didn't really spend much time. But those people, one thing I want to tell you, those people have been doing this for so long. They spent so many years studying this. They could easily tell you if something is happening or not.